Hello, happy Friday. Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing. Well, the St. Thomas East End Medical Center and Frederiksted Health Center, Inc., the only two federally qualified health centers in the territory, well, they were each awarded over $1 million in grant funding from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Health Resources and Services Administration to support expanding services in primary health care. The awards, funneled through the HRSA Bureau of Primary Health, ensure the availability of high-quality preventive and primary health care services throughout the territory, addressing anticipated Zika-related health care needs and equipping centers to respond to urgent and emergency primary health care needs was also the intent of the grant. The St. Thomas East End Medical Center Corporation received $1,418,000. Frederiksted Healthcare was awarded $1,451,000. A follow-up meeting was held with residents and the VIPD at Ivana Udorican High School to give an update on the investigation into the series of gunpoint rapes and home invasions on the east end of St. Thomas. Acting St. Thomas St. John Police Chief Jason Marsh said the department has not yet received the results of DNA tests taken from suspects in the serial attacks. He said the DNA was submitted more than a month ago to the FBI, and it's unknown when results will come in. He said there has been no additional gunpoint rapes or home invasions reported in the area since the last attack on September 7th. Well, the last meeting with police, that was held on September 21st. As you can see, residents filled the cafeteria. This meeting saw less in attendance. Community and Police Association reps say they would hold fundraisers to help support a crime lab to help expedite the criminal investigations process by analyzing evidence in the territory. Legislation has been passed to establish a crime lab in the territory. Commissioner Don Henry of the Department of Planning and Natural Resources advises those communities surrounding the H.H. Tyen Battery facility that personnel from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and contractors, along with DPNR staff, will be conducting assessments and collecting water samples in your neighborhood over the weekend. Commissioner Henry asks for the cooperation of those residents whose home or property may be included in this investigation. The communities to be assessed will be from Estate Science Farm going towards the west end of the island. DPNR will notify the public of all results once samples are collected and tested. District Court Judge Curtis Gomez sentenced on December 8th Noel Bishopel, 27, and Sierra Wimberly, 26, both of Atlanta, Georgia, for possessing with intent to distribute marijuana. Judge Gomez sentenced Wimberly to 2 months incarceration and Bishopel to 4 months incarceration, 2 years of supervised release. On April 6, according to court reports at the Cyril King Airport, U.S. Customs officers detected narcotics in checked bags belonging to Wimberly and Bishopel, who had arrived on a Delta Airlines flight from Atlanta. They were both taken to secondary inspection where their checked bags were further examined. CBP officers seized approximately 4.9 kilograms of marijuana from Wimberly's bag and 9.5 kilograms of marijuana from Bishopel's bag. The parking lot at the Erman Fredericks Marine Facility in Red Hook will be officially closed come Monday, December 19th, as Viper prepares to begin construction of a 2-level parking garage. And that announcement came from Viper's Executive Director, Carlton Dow. Commuter parking will not be allowed at the Fredericks Terminal during construction. Viper has prepared a satellite parking lot at Parcel C Estate Nazareth, number 1 Red Hook Quarter, and that's adjacent to the Ivana Udorican High School. Parking rates at the temporary lot will be $1 per hour or at a reduced rate of $6 per day. Paid shuttle service to the ferry terminal will be provided by East End Taxi at a cost of $1 per trip. A press conference that was scheduled for today on St. Thomas has been postponed until 10 a.m. on Monday, December 12th at Government House St. Croix. Now, Governor Kenneth Mapp will address the impact of the recent ruling handed down by the Third Circuit Court of Appeals regarding the government's violation of the collective bargaining agreements by the enactment of the Virgin Islands Economic Stability Act of 2011. In United Steel Paper and Forestry, Rubber Manufacturing, Allied Industrial and Service Workers International Union, and St. Croix Federation AFT Local 1826, The governor is also expected to discuss the conditions of the territory's roads and highways given recent heavy rainfall. After months of preparation, St. Croix students are ready to begin the Cyber Patriot Competition Round 2 to further their chances of making it to the state finals. Cyber Patriot is a national youth cyber education program geared towards promoting information, communication, and technology skills. Richard Dorsey files this report.
Today, the Virgin Islands Cyber Patriot teams competed in round 2 of the National Youth Cyber Education Program competition called Cyber Patriot.
So happy to report to the community that we are in Cyber Patriot round number 2. We have a total of 4 teams. Currently, we have 3 teams that are competing at this time, and there's an all-girls team which will be competing on Saturday. Students will have 3 operating systems in order for them to configure in a secure manner.
Cyber Patriot was conceived by the U.S. Air Force Association to inspire students towards careers in cybersecurity or other science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Students make tremendous sacrifices after school and on weekends, and they have 100% support of their parents. And for me, as an instructor here at CTEC, I have 100% support from 2 levels, from the administration at this school and also at the district level. Well, these students are actually getting prepared for securing networks. They're going to be approximately 200,000 cybersecurity jobs that are going to be available in the next 2 to 3 years on a global basis. We need to start preparing our young people in our schools from the junior level and the high school levels, so they can be prepared to walk into that entry position of information technology opportunities.
Richard Dorsey, News 2.
Good luck to all the competing teams and students as they hope to make it to the state finals for a chance to compete in the national finals competition in Baltimore, Maryland. President-elect Donald Trump will meet Monday with former presidential candidate Carly Fiorina. Fiorina was highly critical of Trump during the primary when she dropped out of the race. She threw her support behind Ted Cruz, and during the primary, Trump came under fire for saying, "Look at that face," which seemed to be a knock on Fiorina's appearance. The former Hewlett-Packard CEO is the latest in a series of former critics invited to meet with Trump as he fills out his cabinet. Keeping our eye on the economy, U.S. safety regulators say step it up. On Friday, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration issued an order forcing automakers to prioritize speedy acquisition of parts and fixing the vehicles most at risk. Regulators are forcing automakers to speed up replacing defective airbags made by Japanese auto supplier Takata before moving on to other vehicles. The agency said the recall will ultimately affect about 42 million vehicles in the U.S. Here's a look at the stock market watch at the New York Stock Exchange. As we can see there, the Dow up 142, NASDAQ 27, S&P 500 up 13. Coming up on News 2, it's the most wonderful time of the year. We're talking about the holidays. We'll have our holiday calendar for you. Also coming up, Civil Air Patrol, they're celebrating an anniversary, how you can salute these young cadets. Welcome back. Citing the many contributions of the official auxiliary of the United States Air Force, Governor Kenneth Mapp had proclaimed recently, November 27th through December 3rd, 2016, to be Civil Air Patrol Week in the Virgin Islands. Founded in 1941 to supplement the U.S. military during World War II, the Civil Air Patrol was assigned 7 years later to provide emergency services, cadet programs, and aerospace education, leading to careers in aviation. More than 24,000 cadets are among the 150,000 youths benefiting. The governor commends the Civil Air Patrol, which includes many Virgin Islands youths, for its 75 years, and the group is holding a banquet this weekend. Here's more.
Hello, my name is Cadet Staff Sergeant Williams, and I am here today to tell you about the 75th anniversary ball of the Civil Air Patrol.
Hello, my name is Cadet Senior Airman Hart, and I am here to tell you about Civil Air Patrol. Civil Air Patrol is a program which involves community services, cadet programs, aerospace education, and emergency services.
Hello, my name is Cadet Airman First Class Camilo. Come and join us. It is a lot of fun and a lot of push-up.
Group, attention. Present, order,
Good job there. Linda M. Swashina, the District Director of U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, welcomed a group of 24 USVI residents as America's newest citizens today at Trunk Bay, a site that is part of the U.S. Virgin Islands National Park on the island of St. John. The ceremony was presided by Honorable Judge Curtis Gomez, District Judge. The citizens hail from the following 10 countries: Antigua, Barbuda, Dominica, Dominican Republic, Grenada, Haiti, Israel, Jordan, St. Kitts, Nevis, Trinidad and Tobago, and Vietnam. On Saturday, St. Croix at Sunshine Mall and St. Thomas at Tutu Park Mall, both from 12 to 4, both islands. School students will be showcasing reusable bags. Also, it's an event you can learn more about the VI plastic bag ban, with this event presented by the VI Waste Management Authority. Here's more.
These students have created reusable bags in a variety of ways using a variety of materials, so we'll be showcasing that. We also have the Lockard School that will be there. They will be also displaying, and they will have for sale items that they have made with reusable items, so it's an upcycled sale. So they will be showcasing as well, selling crafts. And we also will be joined tomorrow at Tutu Park Mall by the Reuse Emporium. And this is a business here on St. Thomas that has a way for persons that if you do have items that are still of good value, in good condition, you can take it there instead of disposing of those items. And it can be placed on consignment for sale, or they can also refurbish items.
Other participating schools on St. Thomas include All Saints Cathedral School, Antilles, Charlotte Molly High School, Gladys Abraham Elementary School, Lockhart Elementary, Wesleyan Academy, and the exhibit by the Reuse Emporium. Now, participating schools on St. Croix includes Elena Christian Junior High, Arthur Richards Junior High, Free Will Baptist Christian School, Lou Muckle Elementary, St. Croix Christian Academy, Ricardo Richards Elementary School. So be sure to go out and support the youngsters. Some more Waste Management Authority news. They're advising residents on St. John that the Power Boyd pump station located in Estate Chocolate Hole is currently offline due to a break in the discharge pipeline. So repairs are currently underway, and the authority anticipated that repairs should be completed by the end of the day today. Now, to report overflows like that, residents may also report problems on the authority's website, or you can contact the Wastewater Division at 712-4962 or 715-9100. It's Winter Wonderland at the Innovative and Choice Wireless stores. Bring your family and friends to enjoy the holiday festivities. Be sure to stop by the Innovative Business Center at Tutu Park. Plus, you can enjoy much more. Holiday music, prizes, and tasty treats. There's more.
Happy holidays to everyone. We want to invite you guys out to the Tutu Mall office. That's the Innovative and Choice Better Together Tutu Mall office, here where we've created Santa's workshop for everyone. All the children, we're invited you guys out for Saturday only. That's this Saturday. We're going to have fun, treats, games, giveaways, and everyone, there's a magic phone. Don't tell everybody, but you guys show up and come see the magic phone that we have to call directly to the North Pole. Santa's going to be waiting to accept you guys' call. We're going to have the phones ready to go. We have fun games, giveaways. As you see, his elves have been very busy here, and they've created Santa's workshop in the back here. And we're going to have Santa waiting to receive you guys' calls Saturday only. Come on out. Tutu Mall office, Innovative, Choice, Better Together.
Add that to your calendar. Now, this weekend on St. Croix, residents can see Santa at Limerick Park as part of the annual Vintage Fair held by the Christiansted Community Alliance. Here's more.
We are here in Limerick Park, which is the venue that the Christiansted Community Alliance has adopted in the last 4 years for a biannual vintage and collectibles fair. This little park in Christiansted is a treasure. And we also have the Artists Guild here doing arts and crafts for children. And then Kimmy here has My Girlfriend's Closet, and aside from a table here as a vendor, she will also have a great fashion show.
I'll be partnering with CCA for the Limerick Park Fair because My Girlfriend's Closet is actually a neighbor to the Limerick Park Fair. We also feature local designers such as Kaya of Ishun Designs. I'm wearing her earrings. We'll be featuring some of her items tomorrow, some items that are only made here on St. Croix.
Now, looking forward to the 2016 Christian Christmas Festival. The schedule is out. Let's take a look. On December 18th, it's the Centennial Queen, Prince, Princess, and Duchess. They will be crowned at Island Center for the Performing Arts. R&B singer Mario is performing. December 29th, the Rita Shiverton Centennial Village opens in the parking lot near Polly Joseph Stadium in Frederiksted. On January 2nd, it's a cultural night at the Rita Shiverton Centennial Village. January 3rd, it's a Centennial Soca and Party Monarch competition at the village as well. January 4th, Juve gather at Hannah's Rest Corner at 5 a.m. The tramp begins when the VIPD gives the okay. And we'll have more on the festival celebration. A parade participant meeting will be held to prepare for that on Friday, December 16th at 5:30 p.m. at the Elena Christian Junior High School Library located in Kings Hill at the former Charles Emmanuel School. Now, they say this is a mandatory meeting for all troop leaders, individual entries, queens, princesses, marching bands, majorettes, and steel pan leaders, all other entries, participation in the Children's and Adults Parade. At the meeting, parade applications will be completed and submitted. Rules and regulations will be presented. VIPD personnel have been invited to attend. No parade applications will be accepted on parade day. Stick around, your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.
Good evening to all in the Virgin Islands. I'm Stephanie Emo. And as we check out the current satellite, what's going on here across the Virgin Islands, well, we do have this batch of moisture that pressed through the windwards, provided some showers and also a bit of a breeze throughout some of these areas. Now, the same batch continues across the Caribbean Sea, across the Virgin Islands, mainly quiet conditions for the most part here. But we do have the brisk trade winds. Could see a couple of pop-up showers here and there through the weekend, but all in all, really shouldn't be too bad of a weekend. And as we switch things over here to the radar, just a few showers lingering throughout parts of the Lesser Antilles. The bulk of it, remember, remaining out toward the west, and eventually it is expected to impact Central America, so well away from us. Tonight we're looking at mainly clear skies, a bit humid in the area. Temperatures, as we wrap things up, will drop back down into the middle 70s. For tomorrow, if you have some plans, should be a-okay. Temperatures in the 80s, 86 in St. John's, looking at partial sunshine through the course of your Saturday. 86 in St. Thomas, also looking at a mix of sun and clouds, and while we can expect very similar weather conditions around St. Croix, of course, you do have that small chance to see a passing shower or two, but really not amounting to a whole lot. If you are deciding to head out to the water here, this is the Atlantic side marine forecast. Small craft operators continue to exercise caution out there. We're talking wave heights 2 to 4 feet with winds out of the east 10 to 15 knots, and very similar weather conditions or marine conditions here across the Caribbean side of things. We're looking at waves climbing to 4 feet and winds coming out of the east 10 to 15 knots. As we check out the weather outlook into the next couple of days or so, okay, stray shower or two on Sunday as we wrap up the weekend. Temperatures are forecasted to be in the middle 80s, and we'll keep it in the 80s as we start up the new work week Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And of course, we do have that small possibility to see a shower or two in the area. Temperatures during the nighttime hours will take a tumble back down into the 70s. Sandy, back to you.
Thanks for that. Let's take a look at our news to weather picture there by Soraya Samuel of Ricardo Richards, giving us a nice, colorful picture to take us into the weekend. Soraya, we like your outlook. It's going to be a great one. Thank you for that. Send us your news to weather picture to the address on the screen. News 2, Innovative Business Center, 4611 Tutu Park, Suite 300, St. Thomas, VI 00802. Be sure to stick around. News 2 Sports comes your way next.
I'm Gary Anthony, and this is News 2 Sports. The 2016 NFL season has reached the home stretch with only 4 weeks of regular season games remaining before the playoffs. And speaking of the dreaded P word, last night's Thursday night football game had serious playoff implications. First place in the AFC West on the line in Kansas City as the Chiefs host the Raiders. Second quarter action, Alex Smith with a nice pass to Tyreek Hill for 36 yards and the score. Chiefs are up 7-3. Still in the second, and the Raiders are punting. And there's that man again. Tyreek Hill. He's gone. 78 yards to pay dirt. Chiefs up 21-3. 17 ticks left in the first half, and Latavius Murray reaches out and just gets into the end zone. It's 21-10 at the half. Let's fast forward to the fourth quarter. Time running down. Fourth down for the Raiders. The fade pass to Andre Holmes, incomplete. Raiders turn it over on downs, and the Chiefs win 21-13 and are in first place in the AFC West. Meanwhile, in the AFC South, there are 3 teams tied at the top with 6-6 records. 2 of them play each other on Sunday. The Houston Texans travel to Indy to take on the Colts. The Texans, who once had a 2-game lead, have lost 3 straight, are struggling to score points, and the defense is giving up late leads. The Colts, well, they've won 3 out of their last 4 after clubbing the Jets 41-10 Monday night. I like the Colts to win here. They are playing at home, and they've got momentum. The other 6-6 team, the Tennessee Titans, host the Denver Broncos. The resurgent Titans have scored 30 or more points 5 times in the last 8 games, thanks to the play of QB Marcus Mariota and running back DeMarco Murray. The Broncos are 8-4, good enough for 3rd in the AFC West. Last year's Super Bowl champs need this game desperately. After Sunday, their last 3 games are versus the Patriots, Chiefs, and Raiders. I like the Titans to win here. The Broncos have struggled versus the run, and DeMarco Murray is hot. Also on Sunday, it's the Cowboys versus the Giants in the Meadowlands. The Cowboys are an NFL best 11-1, their only loss coming at the hands of the Giants in Week 1. The G-Men are 8-4 and in the wild card race. I hate to say it, but I like the Cowboys here. The rookie tandem of QB Dak Prescott and running back Ezekiel Elliott has ruled the gridiron this season and will prove to be too much for Big Blue to handle. Well, that's it for sports. If you are on St. Croix Saturday, don't miss the boat parade in Christiansted at 6 p.m. Sandy, back to you.
Thanks for that, Gary. And that is all for this edition of News 2. Thank you for joining us for all the latest in news, weather, and sports. On behalf of all of us here at News 2, have a wonderful weekend.